The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Hello and welcome into Week 4 of the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman starts the season 4-0 for the first time in 17 years. Hello, everyone. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram. Ashley, another road game, another heart-stopping win, and a lot of adversity faced for your team. Where do you want to I'll let you pick. Where do you want to start with this one?
Well, nice to get to win. So it's always nice to win. And again, just proud of the way our guys kind of persevered. And again, I think the message all weekend was we can find an excuse or we can find a way, and fortunately we found a way. Find
the way in a 35-34 win over Catawba College's Catawba Indians. Unfortunately, travel an issue. It's sort of unbelievable that the game is even played considering what Hurricane Helene did to the greater Southeast region. You stayed in a hotel that didn't have power for the entire duration of your stay. You didn't get there until after midnight, and yet your team handles business. What does that say about their character, their ability to handle adversity, and what they're developing as young men?
I think it says a lot. The big thing, we just didn't make a big deal about it. And there's things we can control, things we can't control. Obviously, there are people in the region that had it much worse than we did. We delayed our departure, just trying to figure out the best way to get there. And we got there, we didn't have electricity, and we had a turkey sandwich. We went to bed. Edgar Weiser kind of changed our plans and our meals, and so it was pretty seamless, honestly. And we got saved by nice temperature. The hotel was comfortable, and they worked with us, obviously. But to be able to play, obviously that's what these young men are here for. They want to play football, so to be able to get that game in. Great crowd at Catawba, too. Really a good environment. So I'm just super pleased with our efforts.
Clear that it was their home opener, and potentially some folks were looking for something to do, a distraction potentially amongst all of the madness of the hurricane. It was a crowd that was engaged. How did you feel your team handled that?
I thought they did great. Tip your hat to them. I thought they played really well. Their quarterback's a dynamic player, made a lot of plays. They had a good plan defensively. I thought they were a quality opponent. I thought they played really well. And for us to just find a way at the end was great. I thought we played well at times. Thought we played really well at times. And we'll just keep getting better and move forward.
It was a drive for the ages. Neither team led by more than a touchdown for the duration. Seesawed a little bit with Catawba taking the lead off a couple field goals in the third and fourth quarter. But 13 plays, 84 yards, and you punch it into the end zone with under half a minute to play. What did you see from your team on that final drive?
Well, a lot of poise. We entered the drive with I think we had all three timeouts. Mm-hmm. We finished the drive with all three timeouts. I think we only completed one pass. Mm-hmm. I think we only attempted one pass, if I'm not mistaken. So it was good. We do some version of a 2-minute offense every Tuesday. We did it almost every day during camp. So, obviously all that work paid off. And I thought we were calm. I thought we were poised. We got out of bounds when we were supposed to get out of bounds. We did all the things. We completed a route on the sideline. So I thought it was a great job by our coaches. I thought it was a great job by the players, and pretty good win.
Carson-Newman gets the job done over Catawba College's Catawba Indians, 35-34. We'll break down that epic drive a little bit in more detail when we return after these messages. This is the Ashley Ingram Show.
Believe in Nashville. Believe in Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. Believe in communities where people take care of each other. Believe in staying true to your word and treating others the way you'd want to be treated. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
When it comes to the things you love the most in life, you want an insurance company who knows you and cares about you. At Carriage Hill Insurance, that's not just what they do, that's who they are. Whether it's home, auto, life, or business, you'll get the best coverage for the best cost. From Tennesseans who know Tennesseans. Carriage Hill Insurance. Insurance with a human touch.
Hey guys, it's Mark from the all-new Rusty Wallace Hyundai, and we're proud to be supporters of the Carson-Newman Eagles. At Rusty Wallace Hyundai, we're home of the 200,000-mile warranty and 3 years free maintenance. And we want to wish Coach Ingram and all the coaches, players, and fans a great football season. So come and check us out at RustyWallaceHyundai.com. So from my family and all the Rusty Wallace Hyundai family, talons up!
All right, back on the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman collects a 35-34 win over the Catawba Indians. 37th one-point game in Carson-Newman football history. Eagles win it for the 21st time in school history. Ashley, a heart stopper. You alluded to it on the drive to finish the game, but I don't think most would draw up that sort of drive for a triple option offense late. You had all three timeouts. You said it. You didn't use one. You ran it all but one play. 12 of the plays were running plays. And a lot of option to the wide side of the field with a lot of time coming off the clock when you did it. Break down the decisions that you made to put the ball primarily not through the air but on the ground to go score.
Right. Well, the thought process, and we talked about it as a staff, and I said to Chuck, let's don't think about big plays, let's just think about first downs. We had plenty of time. Mm-hmm. We had timeouts. Obviously, we were using the sideline when we could. The players understood that. So we just were trying to get first downs and obviously kept moving the ball down the field, and we were just trying to run our offense. We had just enough time to be able to do that.
The impressive thing, successful challenge on the drive, your one pass play, and as assertive a red flag throw as I think you'll see. How much of an impact did that play, that overturn, make to that possession?
I think it helped because it was a chunk play. Obviously got us a first down, got us around midfield. It was right on our sideline, so I had a great view of it. I actually had a better view of it than the official that called it. He was behind it, so it is what it is. So, but you know what was great was that we challenged it. They could see it, and they reversed it and made the right call. So that was the positive of the thing.
A drive that's capped off by a 2-yard inside run for Jaden Sullins to get in the end zone when primarily you had run the ball outside. Was it just a matter of switch it up on the goal line?
Well, it was first down. We had 3 timeouts. We needed a yard or two. Yeah. So it was just pound the ball at it till we get it. Because if we didn't score there, we would have called timeout. And we had 4 downs to get it in. So it was just the simplest, maybe the least risky play we could run down there is really what we were thinking.
2-minute timeout. You and I haven't publicly, I don't know that we've privately talked about the 2-minute timeout. How nice was that to have in your back pocket for that possession?
It helps a lot. Yeah, it does. And it creates a whole different strategy. We basically had 4 timeouts, so that helped quite a bit.
Talked exclusively about the final drive, but we're going to give you the first half highlights. Eagles and Indians deadlocked at 21 at the break, and here are those first half highlights.
Down 10 to go for the Eagles. Left hash is at their own 47. Whitson takes, straight drop. Whitson dumps, flat, left side, complete to Ferguson. He's got the first down and more. Ferguson along the left sideline, past the 20 and 15. Cuts back right to the 10. Ferguson is housebound. Yes, can. Touchdown, Carson-Newman.
Touchdown, Carson.
3rd and 10, no problems. Zane Whitson dumps to Cam Ferguson for a 53-yard score, and the Eagles strike out of the gun. Takes the shotgun snap, knee height, steps up in the pocket, blitzed from behind. Brown, bound, for the turf.
Brown is sacked in the backfield.
Champ Baker shoots in from the backside and sacks him between the hashes back at the 30. Loss of 6. It's 3rd and 10.
Great.
Ball well on this drive.
Yeah, when you get a steady diet of man, you're looking to get it out of the backfield.
Brown out of the gun, takes the snap, no drop, flare to the left side of the end zone. This ball tumbling. Mitchell hauls it in. Touchdown, Catawba. Got it over the C in Catawba on the left side of the end zone in single coverage with his defender, and Jordan Mitchell wins the 4. Whitson takes, will give a reverse to Carroll left side. Carroll has a cadre. He's across the 40. Carroll is blasted by Gay in the boundary left side down at the 32-yard line. No flags. It's a first down and a gain of 22 on a scary play for Jeremiah Carroll. Surprised the Hankies remain in the pockets live. 2nd and goal from the 5 for Carson-Newman. Everybody bunches in tight a minute into the second quarter in a 7-7 ball game. Whitson takes the snap, hands to Ferguson right side, cuts it upfield. Ferguson, the Red Sea parts, and he waltzes in. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Cam Ferguson waves to Catawba's beer garden as he strolls in for 6, and Carson-Newman's back on top, 13-7 with 13:56 to go in the second quarter. On right, Williams to the right of Brown in the gun on 3rd and 10 from the Eagle 20. Brown back to pass, has time, steps up in the pocket, evades the rush, lofts left side of the end zone. Great grab, touchdown Indians. Kobe Christian finds Pater on the left side of the end zone. His 19th catch of the year is his first for a score. 20 yards as Christian had a tight window on Cruz. 3rd and 7. Eagles need the Catawba 4. Ball on the left hash, flexbone look. Whitson takes, fakes the toss, rolls left, throws left, wide open, left side of the end zone. It's Newson. He catches it. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Fake the rocket toss, chuck it to the left side of the end zone, and Whitson dials in Jerron Newson from 11 yards out. 20-14. Eagles by 6. 5:59 to go in the second quarter.
See where the Eagles linebackers are sitting and waiting.
2nd and 9 for the Indians. Left hashes at the Carson-Newman 29. Brown claps his hands. 2 receivers to the wide side right. Takes the shotgun snap. Airs long left sideline. That pass called in. Linder tiptoes into the end zone. He's got the touchdown for Catawba. Linder scores from 29 yards out. Linder a shimmy and a shake to get around Kendall Williams.
All right, those are the first half highlights as the Eagles and Indians were deadlocked at 21 at the halftime break. Ashley, what were your messages to the team in the halftime locker room?
We just got to keep playing. You know, we played a good first half on offense. We had the ball 4 times. We scored the first 3, and then the final drive we dropped 2 passes that both would have put us in the red zone. So obviously we were in a game where you just couldn't beat yourself. So we had to take care of the ball, make plays that you can make, and the message was just let's keep playing. Let's go out in the first half and let's score on the opening drive of the second half.
A low possession game. You only touched the football 9 times in that game. For the longest time, it felt like those drops were going to be magnified as the game wore along. Truly, game of inches if those 2 had been what ended up hampering you.
Right. I just came from the Naval Academy, and in our time there, we played the most one-possession games in college football. Mm-hmm. So to say I'm used to it, I guess, would be an understatement. When you run this style of offense, a lot of times you're going to have fewer possessions because it's a little more of a ball control. So we've gotten accustomed to, playing with 8, 9, or 10 possessions. So we just got to make them all count.
Cam Ferguson, star turned in the first half, 53-yard touchdown to get you on the board. Goes in from 5 yards out on the second possession and finishes with 138 yards of total offense and 2 scores. What can you say about the job he did as one of your 2 starting slot backs?
He does a great job. He can catch, he can run, and then the stat line that's not there is all the blocking that he does when he doesn't get the ball. So he's unselfish. He's been a bright spot for sure.
Haven't talked about it yet. Your quarterback situation, you've said in the past that you felt that you could win with Teddy Gleaton. Well, he's out. Felt like you could win with Trey Luttrell. He was out. You felt like you could win with Gavin Gosnell. He's out. You felt like you could win with Zane Whitson. Had some mistakes here and there, but ultimately any quarterback that can lead you in the 2-minute offense for a drive to put you ahead with under 30 seconds to go can win you a game. What'd you see from your third starting quarterback of the season?
Zane's a competitor. He's a good talent. He's a good athlete. He has some poise and confidence about him. If you ever met Zane, you'd know he has a little confidence about himself. If you saw the car that he drives. But he did a great job, and he has a lot of upside as well. So we've got to clean up some things. Obviously, we can't pitch the ball on the ground. We can't take sacks when we don't need to take sacks. So there were some things that we can get better in. But I thought he did a great job.
Ran into him at Chick-fil-A on Friday, and he said, people keep asking me if I'm nervous. Do I look like a nervous person? And didn't start nervous. 4 of his first 5 passes were completions. 3 of his first 4 passes were touchdowns. You said clean up some of the miscues. Where do you look for first outside of the pitch of the ball on the turf?
Just fundamentally getting a little better with some things. And obviously the offense is new to all these guys other than Teddy. And so you just got to keep working at it, and he will. And he's athletic. He's got poise. People are playing a lot of man coverage. They're being super aggressive, so he can take advantage of some of the things in the pass game, which he did. So we just keep working.
Carson-Newman gets the job done over the Catawba Indians, 35-34. We'll break down the second half after these messages on the Ashley Ingram Show.
Believe in Nashville. Believe in Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. Believe in communities where people take care of each other. Believe in staying true to your word and treating others the way you'd want to be treated. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee, we believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the court, when you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
All right, back on the Ashley Ingram Show. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside the Eagles head man, Ashley Ingram. Carson-Newman victorious over Catawba College's Catawba Indians, 35-34. Ashley, a second half where you lost the lead after it was just punch for punch. You score, Catawba scores. You score, Catawba scores. What changed in that 10-minute window, third to fourth quarter, that got Catawba on the front foot? Or did anything change?
Well, offensively, obviously they made a lot of plays. Yes. Their quarterback was outstanding. They've got some athletes. On our side of the ball, we take the first drive down and we score, and then we go the next 3 possessions we don't score. Well, one is simply a miscue on a blocking scheme that kind of created a negative play. We've got another drive, we're moving the football, we pitch the ball on the ground. I think we lost 10 plus yards on that. So we just killed 2 drives on our own, and then obviously the opportunity to come back at the end. But as I told the guys, we're not at a stage in our program where we can't start patting ourselves on the back and take a day off from practice or take a week off. As a matter of fact, we can't take a play off. So we had some plays that kind of wrecked us a little bit offensively there in the second half that we've got to clean those things up.
You alluded to Preston Brown, 15 of 21 through the air for 230 yards and 3 scores before he exited with an injury. Good receiving core too. Felt like every 50-50 ball went Catawba's way, which is saying something against your secondary.
Well, they're talented and they're big and they're athletic, and they just do a great job over there coaching. So those things happen, and we just got to keep playing, and you got to play the next play. You got to play the next possession, and they did a great job, and fortunately we got the ball at the end of the game and had a chance to win it.
Carson-Newman gets the job done over Catawba 35-34. And here are those second half highlights.
6 for the Eagles. Flexbone look for Whitson. Drops down under center. Brings Ferguson in motion to the right. Whitson takes, gives to Bradley, left side on a counter. Bradley spins through a tackle, has the first down. He's across the 40 and shoved out of bounds along the left sideline, down at the 33-yard line. Simons with the stop, but good for 18 yards and a first down for Don Bradley. First time we've seen that move.
Yes. It just kind of almost that.
Second down, 7 to go for the Eagles. Right hashes at the Catawba 9. Whitson takes, drops back to pass, has time, throws back right corner of the end zone, wide open. Jeremiah Carroll, nobody within 10 yards of him. As easy a catch as Carroll can find. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Elite play design to get Jeremiah Carroll stark naked over the final A in Catawba on the right side of the end zone. A 9-yard strike at Zane Whitson's conversion percentage.
6:39.
They add 7 seconds to the game clock. 6:39 to go. With the Eagles leading 28-21, but Catawba on the goal line. Bunched in heavy to the right. That's the wide side. A single receiver goes to the right as well. That's Deuce Linder. Tailback is Turner. Snap back. The handoff is to Turner left side. Turner blasts in. Touchdown, Catawba. L.J. Turner scores from 2 yards out. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And Catawba goes punch for punch. A PAT away from... 1st and 10 Indians, left hash at the Carson-Newman 23 after Jeter gets off the field. Brown takes, pump fakes the screen, steps up in the pocket. He's pressured, being chased from behind by Ja'Cory Long. He won't get him, but he will get blasted from behind by Mekhi Brown over the hash's right side. No gain to the 23. Snap back, hold down, Sims kick, swirling up, swirling through for the first time today. Catawba leads. Sims true from 26, and Catawba grabs a 31-28 lead with 14:51 to go in the 4th quarter. We return to Shuford Stadium after this on the Eagle Sports Network. Third in the yard, but the Indians 7 for 9 on 3rd down so far today. Turner to the left of Shepard in the gun. 2 receivers to the wide side left, 1 to the short side right. Shepard claps his hands, waits, snap comes back, play fake. Shepard hit as he throws. It's a dead duck. Live ball. It's Carson-Newman. If it's a fumble, they're saying forward pass, incompletion. Mekhi Brown, the guy that fell on top of it, but the officials say that Shepard's arm was coming forward off the blitz by Major Williams. Eagles defense, perfect time for Carson-Newman's first 3 and out.
Running it almost at will.
Sims has connected from 26 today. This to extend it to a 6-point lead. Snap back, hold down, Sims kick. Plenty of distance, and it is dead center through the middle of the uprights. Sims drills it from 40, and Catawba leads 34-28 with 3:22 to play in the 4th quarter. Whitson takes on first down, runs option to the right. Whitson, good gain, breaks free across the 25, has first down yardage to the boundary right side, and is brought down by Bennerman up at the 28-yard line, 46-yard line. Whitson under center, flex bone. Takes the snap, fakes the dive, option pitch, right side for Ferguson. Ferguson across the 40, and Daughter drags him down out of bounds after first down yardage, down at the 33-yard line. 13 yards to Cam Ferguson. Another first down for the Eagles, 71 seconds left, trailing Catawba 34-28. Carroll. Ferguson and Bradley, the slot backs. Sullins, the fullback. Whitson takes, option pitch, left side for Ferguson. He's across the 10 and 5 to the left zone for the Eagles. Whitson under center, 1st and goal from the 3, left hashes. Whitson takes, turns and hands off Sullins. Sullins burrowing forward left side. Sullins is all all the way home. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. 25.9 seconds left. This game is tied at 34. Newman 35, Catawba 34. Shepard takes the snap at the waist. Blitzed up the middle. He's hit as he throws. It is caught. There's the lateral. Dump it back to an offensive lineman. He is caught. He is sandwiched. It's loose. The clock is at 000. It doesn't matter who has it. Carson-Newman has won the game. 35-34. Eagles.
All right, those are the second half highlights as Carson-Newman collects a 35-34 heart stopper over Catawba. When we come back, it's time for our Talent Talk, and that's after these messages.
At Carson-Newman, we're not just creating nurses, we're shaping leaders. Where else can you find a university that offers full room and board plus an unlimited meal plan for our ROTC scholarship cadets? Only here, where excellence meets generosity. Step into our state-of-the-art skills lab, a sanctuary for practical learning exclusive to our nursing students. It's here that excellence becomes second nature. With our student-focused approach, every class is an opportunity for personalized growth, thanks to our exceptional student-to-professor ratio. Experience a learning environment where collaboration thrives, supported by a strong bond between cadres and students, ensuring your success is never left to chance. And for those aiming to join our esteemed nursing program, high priority are given to Army ROTC nursing scholarship recipients, a testament to our commitment to your future. Dive into a nursing program where your military training at CST translates into academic credits, a rare opportunity to fast-track your degree. Join a battalion recognized for its outstanding performance, celebrated by the VA and the East Tennessee Military Affairs Council. This is where leaders are born, when you're not just prepared for the future, but you're prepared to lead it.
All right, back on the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman gets to 4-0 for the first time since 2007. Time now for this week's Talent Talk. And walking the field with Andrew Rogers, it's Andrew Bradshaw.
Welcome to another edition of Talent Talk. Andrew Rogers with Carson-Newman senior long snapper Andrew Bradshaw. Andrew, let's start our walk up the field here. 6 seasons now in Mossy Creek. Reflect on these past 6 years.
It's been a journey. Journey, of course. I guess that first year I came in and Dawson Campbell was here, and he was an amazing role model of what I needed to be on the field and off the field. And then I guess we had that second year of COVID, which was kind of just all over the place. We ended up just playing one game there and then following it with the next year and then just kind of building year after year after that and just trying to be, I guess, the best you can be at the position.
How did you get into long snapping? Was that something you did in high school, middle school growing up, or was that something you got here and that was a position of need?
I actually wanted to be a quarterback. Okay. I think like every little football player there wanted to be a quarterback. In 7th grade, out in the driveway throwing football with my dad, I was about 5'2", probably 170, little tiny kid. But he kind of was like, quarterback's probably not going to be your strong suit there, and he kind of got me started in it and kind of just ran with it more than anything, and found a passion for it when I stopped growing, kind of stopped at 5'9", 5'10", and then realized that. Played O-line in high school and kind of figured out that it's going to be tough to play O-line kind of on the smaller side of things. So kind of ran with long snapping and just went from there more so.
I'll circle it back to you playing quarterback, scrambling quarterback with the size you had.
I actually made it one practice at quarterback, and that was as far. My middle school team actually ran the option, believe it or not, and I just couldn't understand it. So I lasted one day and became an O lineman after that.
when broadcasters are talking about long snappers, it's probably a bad thing because the snap was bad or whatnot. How challenging is it for you to be so consistent but also handle the pressure of needing each snap to be perfect?
It's something I think you build over time. When you start, you begin, you're learning a new kind of skill, that kind of thing. My dad always says it needs to be like riding a bike, and so I guess that's the goal you shoot for. And I guess on field goals sometimes the laces are gonna be thrown back a little panel off for a full turnaround, but it happens, and you just have to bounce back from there.
I'll change it up here and ask a couple fun questions.
Sure.
What's your best favorite college stadium you've played in or been to as a player, and then do it as a fan?
As a player, I would say
you can pick Burke Tar if you want. That's an option here.
Ooh, that's a tough question. We've been in a bunch of different places. I would say that the home games they're good. They're awesome. Just being, I guess, that home field advantage, I guess, side of things. But it's really cool for me when I get to kind of go back home and play in Salisbury at Catawba. So it's pretty neat to kind of play in the stadium that I kind of grew up in as a kid, going to games as.
And that's coming up here in a couple of weeks too.
It is.
What would be, or if you had to pick one person to have dinner with and rack their brain, who would it be?
I think I'm gonna go Elon Musk.
Okay.
Probably a little bit different pick, but he just models the business model he's got with the different ventures he got is something that I can just strive to hopefully accomplish one day, and the accomplishments he's reached.
That's a good answer. Let's circle it back to football here. How would you say you've developed, not only as an individual, but also as a skillful long snapper and one of the best in the South Atlantic Conference?
Just learning year after year, play after play, just punt after punt. There was that first year, there were a bunch of tackles that I should have made and missed, but you learn from the mistakes, and just kind of, you just got to grow more than anything, and just building upon what you've already established more than anything.
You and several others across the country, really across all kinds of different sports, have that unique pleasure of having so many seasons with that COVID year.
Sure.
So you've been a part of this program for so long. What would you say you've enjoyed the most about the past 6 years?
Just walking in the building and just knowing the legacy of what it is when you walk through the doors, the former players, the support that I guess the community, the alum offer. It's just one special place to be.
Andrew, enjoyed the walk. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
That's senior long snapper Andrew Bradshaw. I'm Andrew Rogers on this edition of Talent Talk.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew. Ashley, a little bit of a story there. Andrew Bradshaw, the snap for the game-winning PAT, the grandson of a Catawba College Hall of Famer. And what a valuable asset on special teams for this program. Over the last 12 years, Carson-Newman's had 3 long snappers. They've all been all-conference players, and Andrew's certainly a part of that legacy. What's he meant as a leader on special teams to this program?
He's just a great young man. He's kind of epitomizes everything that we want to, I guess, represent. Very good player. You know, when you don't think a lot about your long snapper, it means you have a pretty good one. Mm-hmm. He's just like a model of consistency in everything that he does. It was great that he was able to essentially play in his hometown, and we let him carry out the American flag. I'm not sure if you noticed that, but excited for him to be able to go home and win on his senior year.
You've got some interesting things happening on campus, and I do think it is an example of you've got to help your neighbor. You're playing host to the Tusculum football team here for the next, I guess we don't know how long. Greenville's without water, but Carson-Newman has agreed to house Tusculum's football team for, I guess, however long it takes to get the Greenville campus right. No brainer to help out people in need.
No doubt. Certainly, Dr. Fowler made the decision in conversations with Tusculum's president. He asked me really nice, just kind of what I thought about it, and I thought it was the right thing to do as well, and we'll do everything we can to help them and assist them in this time of need.
Certainly our thoughts go out to everybody that is impacted by this thing. We presume we're shooting this on Monday morning. We presume Barton is happening on Saturday. Seems like Wilson, North Carolina, that area, not as impacted as other communities in the southeast. But Mars Hill and some others in the western mountains of North Carolina absolutely decimated. And certainly our thoughts, our prayers, some water hopefully on the way to those communities. No doubt. As you look forward to Barton, what sticks out to you about Chip Hester's Bulldogs?
Well, Coach Hester's obviously been around for a long time. He's been in the league for a long time. He's a great guy, very good football coach, a disciplined football team. So he has experience playing our style of offense. At Catawba, they were an option team under David Bennett. He was there. So he'll have an idea what he wants to do. They'll be well coached. They'll be eager to come in. They just had a big win this past weekend. So again, we just have to focus on Carson-Newman. We got to get ready to play.
Ashley, pleasure as always. Congrats on 4-0 for the first time in 17 years.
Thank you.
It's Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier. This has been the Ashley Ingram Show. Thanks for watching.